Hello and welcome to Motivational Moments with Donna. I'm your host, Donna Hilfiger, and thank you so much for joining me today. And I left off last week, and I said I'm going to keep this on an upbeat note this week. But I've had so many people reach out to me, especially parents who've lost children, and wanted me to touch on what do you say to someone who's lost a child. I'm not an expert on this, but having lost two children, I can tell you what not to say. One thing you don't say to parents who've lost a baby is, at least they were a baby. Like, that's going to make us feel any better. You don't say to parents who've lost a 24-year-old daughter, well, at least you have other children. Really? Which one of your children would you let go of? I mean, people mean well. They don't know what to say. And you don't say to someone who's lost a child, oh, I know how you feel. I lost my grandfather. I know how you feel. I lost my dog. Are you kidding me? That doesn't compare. But we don't know because nobody wants to talk about this. So that's why I'm taking a few minutes of this segment to talk about it. What you do say is you say, there are no words. You say, I wish there was something I could say. You say, I am so sorry. You say, I don't know how you feel. You say things like that can't be translated, in a way that you don't want them translated. And I know we've never been taught what to say or how to behave when someone loses loved ones. But if I had a parent that came to me and said, I lost my daughter, we're going to have a bond. This is a club that nobody wants to join. If you're talking about, oh, I lost my father. Oh, I lost my father too. Then you have a commonality. It's a whole different thing. So just think before we speak, especially when it comes to talking to people who've lost loved ones. And I'm not bashing anybody out there because I know you mean well. I'm just trying to educate a little bit. So moving on, I do want to address this because this has been brought up a lot. There was Suicide Prevention Month was just recently, and we know of so many people that we don't know them personally, but they're connected. A lot of kids are committing suicide. Even adults are committing suicide. We don't know what's going on in people's minds. We don't know what's going on in their hearts. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors. We don't know what's going on in their lives. What can we do? We can reach out and just give a smile to a total stranger. I had somebody... One day I was in a grocery store and I complimented this lady on her outfit. It was an older woman and she burst into tears. She said, honey, you just made my day. She said, I was having the absolute worst day. And we stood there and talked probably for 45 minutes to a total stranger and I made her day. And it was as simple as complimenting her outfit. So one little act of kindness can go further than we can ever imagine. I told the story a while back. I gave a client homework. And I said, I want you to send out, text to, I've forgotten how many people and tell them that they're, how important they are to you. So I totally forgot about it. A few days later, I get a text from this client saying something to the effect of, oh, I really appreciate you or something like that. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that was so sweet. It just made my day. And the following week I had the same, client and for a session. And he said, I did my homework. Did you get your text message? And I was like, oh my goodness. I said, are you kidding me? I said, I totally forgot about giving him that homework because it was days later. And, but it did. It made my day. I felt really special. And you can do that. It's really simple. Send a text, send an email, make a phone call. Better yet, call up someone you've been mad at for a long time or you've got a grudge with and make amends. There's too much going on in the world right now. And I'm here to tell you, life is too short. I know this firsthand. So reach out today to somebody and tell them, hey, I'm really sorry, or I really miss you. Or, a lot of times I've had clients that'll go, I'm so mad at this relative. And I'm going, well, let's talk about it. I really can't tell you what the argument was, but I've been mad for years and I'm not going to give in. And I mean, do we need to be right or do we want to be free? So today, just let's lift the mood in the world and reach out to somebody. Post something, awesome on your Facebook page, something really uplifting and inspiring. You don't know who's gonna see it and whose day it's gonna make. I mean, I'll try to post things very often on mine and people will comment and I'll go, gosh, that makes me want to do it again. So you can do the same thing. Go be somebody's cheerleader. Go uplift and inspire and reach out to someone and make their day. Spread some love, spread some joy, spread some kindness. I mean, because all it takes is a few seconds, and you never know how you're going to affect someone else. Do it to quite a few people. What that does is when we're giving, I can't tell you how much we get. So many people, it's like they just want to take. No, give. And that's going to feed your soul. It's going to feed your heart. It's going to feed your mind, and it's going to feed your spirit. I hope you get a good takeaway from this today. Reach out and touch someone. Continue to write me, Donna at DonnaHilfiger.com. I love to hear your questions, and I can't wait to talk to you next week.